Hello, welcome back to King's Academy. This is Silent Shows. This is our brand new video lessons for common English phrases. This is series 3. I hope you have really enjoyed the other two series, and in fact all our spoken English videos. You can get all the video lessons from our app from Play Store. Please download our app, and lots of videos are being uploaded. That's mainly for spoken English students, IELTS and OET students. We have uploaded a lot of lessons for active voice, passive voice, and common English phrases, and popular idioms are on the way. So a lot of lessons are coming up. Right, let's look into what we have today. So today I'm going to teach you some more common English phrases. What is phrases actually? They are common popular combinations or word combinations which are popularly used for daily usages. So what do we have today? Let's look into that. Come on. Right. So lesson 1, phrases for remembering something. Well, sometimes we may forget when we speak with someone. It might be very difficult for us to recollect what happened in the past. In that case, how to express in English? That's what I'm going to tell you in this lesson. Well, when someone asking you, do you remember that? Do you remember me? So maybe if you don't really remember, in English, very politely we say, well, if I remember correctly, we met you in London. Yeah. Or, as far as I can recall, we met last year. We met in 2018 in Mumbai. Or in other way we can express this is, if my memory doesn't fail. That's a very quite popular formal expression. You can use it. Or we can say, if my memory serves me right, I met you in 2016 in New Delhi. Yes. I have a vague recollection of what happened actually. So you can put whatever you want. I have a vague recollection of, yeah, that incident happened in 2015. Well, I'm not really sure of that. Other way, maybe you can say, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't say it. I just forgot it. Or, I'm trying to recollect, but I can't quite remember it. That's where we can say it's very, very popular expression. Maybe if you don't remember anything, you can say, my mind went blank actually, literally, I can't remember anything. I'm sorry about that. Or if you don't remember anything at all, what would you say? It doesn't ring a bell. That means, I'm sorry, I can't recollect it. I'm sorry about it. Or else we can say, it doesn't sound familiar. Okay? So next time, when you want to say something you remember or you don't remember, you can use these expressions, right? So let's move on to the next lesson. What do we have? Right. Phrases for shopping. These are quite familiar. I think this is one of the most useful phrases in our daily conversations. If you go to an English speaking country or in India itself, we use it quite a lot of time, these popular phrases for shopping. Right, let's see the first one. I would like to see if you have a t-shirt, right? I would like to see if you have a section for t-shirts, maybe. Or I would like to see if you have jeans. Well, otherwise, where can I find shirts? Where can I find chappals? Where can I find shoes? Or if you're just moving around, you don't want to buy anything seriously, maybe you can say, I'm just browsing. It means you're just looking casually. You don't want to buy anything. You don't mean it actually. Or else you can say, I'm looking for a pair of shoes. Okay, I'm looking for a pair of shoes. Or if you want to ask the price of the products you're looking for, you can say, how much is this? Okay, how much does it cost? That's also another way we can ask, how much is this? Or how much does it cost? Or is this on sale? And if you want to try it on, you want to check the size, people would say what? Can I try it on? Can I try it on? Can I try it on? And if you love it, if you want to take it, you can say what? I will take it. I'll take it. I want to buy it. Yeah, I'm going to take it. Or if you want to pay by cash or card, how do you say that? Do you take credit cards or do you take cash or card? I would like to return or exchange it. If you want to exchange this, if you are not sure of this, if you bought something and it doesn't fit you very well, if you're going to come back to the shop, go back to the shop and you want to change it, I would like to return these products. I am looking for something different. Okay, so these are the popular phrases you can use for shopping. Now let's turn to the lesson 3. Saying about ages. This is a very interesting group of phrases. We use these phrases when we talk about someone's age. When we would say, oh, she's very young, she's in her 20s, 30s. So that's a kind of expressions we use in English. So let's learn some of them. She's in her early 20s. She's in her late 60s or 70s. Well, he's in his late 30s. She just turned 6. Okay, so if a child is just past 6, so we would say what? She just turned 6. And this is a very popular expression. Look at that. Act your age. Yeah, act your age. Right. Right. Well, act your age means if you are a person and you don't seem to be really mature enough according to the age, and people would say act your age, which means you need to rise to the situation and you got to behave according to your age. You got to be pretty much mature. That's what it does. It means act your age. And I'm not as young as I used to be. If you want to say that I'm not so healthy, I'm not so I'm not so healthy and fit as I used to be, which means you're getting older. And if you want to say that I'm not as young as I used to be, if you're getting older, you might want to say that. Well, but if you want to say that no, I'm not getting older, I'm very fit and healthy as I used to be, yeah, then you would say what? I'm not over the hill yet. Yeah, older people would definitely say that. I'm not over the hill yet. Dad, don't play with me. I'm not over the hill yet, which means I'm still young. And sometimes if you want to say a person, for example, a child, it's not so childish, he's pretty young and pretty mature. So what we would say, he's no spring chicken, which means he's not so childish, he's not a child, he's no spring chicken. So the other one, she's wise beyond her years. If a person is really mature and wise and really competent, really wise, more than what she's supposed to be according to her age, so we would say what? She's wise beyond her years. She's wise beyond her years, which means she's really wise and really smart in comparison to what she's supposed to be in her age. So that's what these are the popular expressions we use in connection to age. Okay, so let's turn to other lesson. Yeah, lesson 4, saying about eating food. Let me tell you, this is very useful and popular. We use every time, every day in our English life. Well, the first one, if you are really hungry and if you want to say that you're hungry, there are different ways we can say it, and Let's see that. Yeah. So I'm very hungry. I'm starving. Yeah. So let's grab a bite to eat. So which means you're really hungry. You want to eat something. You are cute to eat something. You really want it. So let's grab a bite to eat, which means we are really hungry. You want to eat something very, very badly. And the other way, checking someone whether he is interested to eat out with you. So how would you ask that? How about eating out tonight? Which means, shall we go out to have a dinner tonight? Okay, yeah, shall we eat out? So how about eating out tonight? The next one, I brought some snacks. Would you like to try? I bought some snacks. Would you like to try? So that is also another way of checking other person whether they are interested in eating with you, or if you want to offer some food to a person, definitely you can use these expressions. Let's learn one more. Could I have another helping of chicken? So that's another way. Sometimes people, they don't usually use it, but this is also very popular in English world. Another helping, which means suppose you are eating in restaurants and you are really impressed with the portion or the chicken or the beef or the meat or whatever the food you are really you're eating, you are really impressed and you want to have it one more. Okay, so which means, could I have another helping of that chicken roast? Okay, another helping. The next one, I would like to have a piece of pizza, right? So this is also another way we can ask for a little bit more food. So I would like to have a piece of pizza. I would like to have another burger. And I will have a coffee. I'll have a tea. Okay, yeah. So, and once you eaten and you want to get the bill, check it. So how would you ask for the bill? Could we get the check, please? Can I get the check, please? Can I get the bill, please? All right. Can I ring for the bill, please? All right. And if you are completely full, so how would you say that? I'm full. But there's another very British way is I'm stuffed. I'm stuffed. I'm stuffed means I'm very, very full. I had a lot. I can't take even a bit anymore. I'm really stuffed. Okay? Right. Let's move on to the fifth lesson. Let's see what we have. Well, shopping. Right. Couple of lessons before I gave you very important few common phrases for shopping. This is different expressions. We may talk about products. Okay. If you want to talk about prices and products, you can use these expressions as well. Well, when you buy something and it's really pricey and expensive, there is a popular way we express it in English. It cost a fortune. Okay, it cost a fortune. And there is another idiom. It cost an arm and leg. It cost an arm and a leg. So you might say, yesterday I went to the supermarket and I bought a jean and it really cost an arm and a leg, or it cost a fortune. It means it's very expensive, really pricey. Okay, or that's a ripoff, which means it's way beyond your imagination and it's really expensive, which means it's not really reasonable to pay such an extent. That's why that's a ripoff, which means you can't pay such an exorbitant level of price which is way beyond realistic cost. Right. I can't afford it, which means the price which is really unaffordable and you don't want to pay for that. You might say, I can't afford it, right? Or which means I don't have enough money to buy it. That means I can't afford it. I'm sorry, it's really a ripoff. I can't afford it, right? Good. And there's another way. If you want to say that something is really expensive, that's a bit pricey, which means what? I can't afford it. It's really a ripoff. I don't want to buy it. Can't afford it. That's a bit pricey. That's a bit pricey, right? Well, and the other way, that's quite reasonable. If it is really possible and affordable and reasonable, you can say, well, that's quite reasonable, I will pay that, right? Get me that one. Yeah, $100, that's really reasonable, I'm ready, I will buy it. Okay, there is another way of using some expressions. If you want to talk about the offers and discounts, it's 20% off, there is a 20% discount, that's a good deal, that's a real bargain. It was a real bargain, okay, so which means it was a very fantastic deal and you strike it and you got it. Okay, so that was a really bargain, it was a really good deal, which means you got you got things at a very cheap, reasonable price, and you are so happy about it, you can say that was a real bargain, it was a lucky bargain. Right, the last one I want to tell you, if something is really extremely cheap, so you might say, well, it was a dirt cheap, it was a dirt cheap, it's a dirt cheap, it's extremely inexpensive, it's extremely inexpensive. So these are the popular expressions, popular usages we might use in English for shopping. Right, let's move on to the next lesson.